about time. What's going on?
Rumor report, rumor report.
This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, we told you guys about Teyana Taylor and Jeremiah having this falling out on tour. Now, the tour was called the Later That Night Tour, but now it's going to be the Keep That Same Energy On Tour. And here is what happened that first initiated everything. Teyana Taylor had this to say about Jeremiah.
You got mad and changed your set 6 times because your lazy ass want to sit in that chair all day talking about singing your songs or whispering your songs, bitch. Don't ever try me. We had a whole talk in New York. The part that pissed me off the most is we get to Boston and this gonna go out on her set talking about shout out to Teyana Taylor for opening up for me. We just had a whole conversation about equal rights. Are you playing with me? Now you playing with me, and now I want to fight. You feel what I'm saying? Because now you doing it on purpose, my.
Once again, I had no idea Jeremiah was on that tour to begin with.
All right. Well, he's not anymore. So they have announced, according to Teyana Taylor, Later That Night Tour will now be the Keep That Same Energy On Tour. Toronto will be rescheduled for later this week. All of the dates will remain the same. I'll also keep Danny Lay on as my special guest. Shout out to Danny Lay. She's the first one that comes out, and she's excellent. They're going to be in Detroit tonight, so I might be out there as well. My girl, Brittany, is actually going to be going on before Danny Lay and then Teyana Taylor.
So what does Jeremiah do? Like, if that was...
He goes on last.
I'm saying, so what does he do now? He just quits the tour? He goes to do his own thing or what?
Well, I don't know, but his assistant actually offered some explanation as to what was happening on his part. Now, he said, crazy, Teyana Taylor ruined Jeremiah's backdrop on the first day of tour in Atlanta, and we let that slide. That was the first day. She complained about food. We fed him out our own pockets. Next show, she tells the crowd to leave the venue to go to her meet and greet after she gets off stage. Leave before Jeremiah performs. We ain't tripped. Now she's blaming Jay for X, Y, Z, and the ish just ain't true. Why and how would we put water on the stage to hurt you when we aren't even in the building yet when you go on? Danny performs, then Teyana, then Jeremiah. How and why the F would Jeremiah put water on your stage? You fell because you fell, and nobody laughed at you, but don't make up ish just because you mad. F, we look like trying to hurt somebody's mother. These lies are just going too far now.
Well, Jeremiah looks like a creator character on 2K18 before you add any features to him. And it's quite possible his hairline came from the same place Tiger and Safari got theirs. He got one of those sneaky ass, I'm not sure if that's his hairlines.
Okay.
That's just my personal opinion.
Well,
that has nothing to do with anything. But go ahead.
Now, I'll tell you who came out with some new music. Chance the Rapper announced the new song, What's the Hook? We have a little clip for you.
It's a rap like mommy, never been a dummy since I was in my mommy. Yo, coming off the hook like Dow Jones, numbers coming in like Dow Jones, in the pocket like Dow Zone, condo back ain't found home.
I know you like that.
Ooh, those puppets turning up. You know, Chance the Rapper makes music that makes puppets dance.
Well, shout out to Chance the Rapper. He's also headlining Spotify's Rap Caviar Live in Brooklyn concert, so he's going to be the headliner for that. They just announced that yesterday as well.
I like Chance the Rapper. Drop on the clues bombs for Chance the Rapper. But his brother Taylor Bennett is more interesting. But I like Chance.
All right, Juelz Santana pleaded guilty to gun charges. He admitted that he tried to get a gun onto a plane at an airport. He pleaded guilty to possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and carrying a weapon on an aircraft. So now he's facing up to 20 years in prison. He does get sentenced December 12th. So he's been free on bail since then.
You just facing 20? Like there's no other options? Just 20?
Well, I'm sure he pleaded out so they would give him lesser time. But, I mean, he had it in his bag. There's no way he could fight it. They had it on camera.
Yeah, and I guess you had to plead because you don't want to take that to trial.
No, you don't want to do that. I don't know how you win that one.
Jesus.
All right, so, you know, he got arrested back in March, and like I said, he's going to find out what happens on December 12th when he gets sentenced.
Does anybody know why he had the gun, though? Not that
he probably forgot that it was in the bag.
I need some context to the situation. You think he just forgot?
He probably had it in his book bag. He goes to the studio frequently, in Jersey, and he probably kept it with him as protection.
You know how many people
had the show, ran late, and ran to the airport and forgot it.
You know how many people forget they have a gun in their bag at the airport? Especially even people who have registered weapons but aren't supposed to bring it on the plane. They just forget.
I just feel like you missed such a moment. You just missed such a moment. He ran late to the airport, ran to catch his flight, and then had to run away because he had the gun in his bag. And Run It Instrumental is playing in the background right now. Come on now.
And this is at Newark Liberty
show now. Come on now.
Airport. So he actually, when he realized it was in there, he just left the bags behind, if you guys remember, and just got out of there, but turned himself in 3 days after.
But that happens to a lot of people. Like she said, T.I.'s daughter, that happened to Cat Williams, that happened to a bunch of people ran to the airport with guns.
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.